Hi, Argina here from ArginaOlivis.com, and in today's video I thought I'd do something different and talk more about things that I'm doing and moving towards so you can really see my journey so it can inspire you, because I know when I look at YouTube videos it's nice to see the practical stuff when I'm looking for strategies or how to format this and how to do that, and I know I have a lot of those type of videos, but I feel like you guys don't really know me as much because I don't talk more about what I'm up to and my journey and adventure and things like that. So I'm going to start doing more so those kind of videos instead of the how-to videos, and leave the strategies for other things. As far as that, I mean, I'll do strategy videos every once in a while, but I want to do more so just what's going on and traveling and just letting you know what I'm working on to move my business forward and mindset and things like that really matter at the end of the day. So, I mean, because you can have the right strategy, but if you don't have the right mindset, then it won't even matter. So, we just need that daily inspiration sometimes, and just videos I go back and watch and just get inspiration from, because I've been watching them and seeing how they grew, and just it's just great to have that kind of channel. So that's what I want to take this channel in. Like, that's the direction I want to take it in. So all right, so I want to talk about what I'm going to focus on in July 2015, because I've been really doing a lot of the lately I've been really hitting the ground doing all of the strategies and just implementing things. And there was a few things I realized. The first thing is, for my to-do list, I was having way too many items on there at once. I mean, I would have like 5 or 6 things that needed completed for the day, but I'm really just trying to find peace with myself. I don't want to have a second job, basically. So I just need to find out a way that I'm going to do less and do like the 80%, get the 80% results by doing the 20%. So the way I did that was, basically I'm only doing 3 things a day, basically. So the first thing I'll be doing is writing, because I do write some of my books. Some of them are outsourced under different pen names, but I do still write. I enjoy writing. Um, so I do write some of my books, and that's what I feel like that's the income producing activity, because once you write a book it'll pay you over and over, and plus you're saving money by not outsourcing it. But yeah, I found that kind of relaxing, especially when I'm writing fiction or romance. I found it like kind of fun and things like that, just coming up with the stories and stuff. So as long as I enjoy writing, I'll continue to do it. Otherwise I'll just outsource it. But it's just a habit I'm trying to get into. And I do believe that I'm a real author because I have written most of my books. So that's the one thing I do. So I try to say an hour a day, but I couldn't even do an hour a day. It just was like too much pressure to say you have to do 1,000 words a day or an hour a day, because it's such a creative task. It's like, I don't know, I try to do the chapters and, have the outline, but at the end of the day, it's too much pressure to try to say, write for an hour a day, sit down and write. Like, it's not going to work like that. So I was reading this book on, anti-procrastination for writers, I believe the title was. And basically they just said, say you're going to write a sentence a day, and then if you feel like writing more, write more. So that's basically the strategy I've been using. Or just say you're going to write for 5 minutes, and if you write more, you write more. And I tried that yesterday, and I actually feel good about it. And now I'm excited to write today after I finish recording this video. So I think that's a real good strategy. Just say, instead of putting all that pressure on yourself, just say, okay, I'm going to just write for just gonna write a sentence or two today, just see what's going on. And then it takes the pressure off, and then you'll end up doing way more. Because I was supposed to only do, I was just going to say to myself, I'm going to write a sentence today yesterday, and then I end up writing like 2 pages. So it definitely works out. So that's my first thing I do a day. My second thing I always do, that's always set in stone, is 2 Udemy lectures a day. So I believe 3 courses live on Udemy, and I also put them on SkillFeed. The payout on SkillFeed is definitely not up there with Udemy, but I just put it on there for the extra income and to have a diversification. I'll be making a membership site where I'll have all those courses accessible for a monthly fee. That's another thing I'm going to be working on starting next week. But that's what I'm up to as far as that. So I do 2 Udemy lectures a day, and I've been pretty consistent with that. So that's my first thing. It's always on my list, is to make sure I write. I didn't say write for an hour, I'll just say write. And then my second thing on my list is always 2 Udemy lectures. And then the third thing is always up for, grabs. I have just this thing on Sunday nights where I put in my planner just one thing that I want to do. Sometimes I have 4 things on my list depending on how busy things get. Like, for example, my third thing yesterday was setting up my first Facebook ad, and it goes right over to my landing page for my free Kindle course. And just things like that, high leverage things that's going to bring in either more leads or things like that. So so today my 3 things were to do a video on this channel, to write on my book, and 2 Udemy lectures, and then I have some things to do with my VAs, and then to upload a book. So actually I have 5 things to do today, but I try not to bog myself down because I realize when I have a lot on my list, it just gets overwhelming. And I was, a little overwhelmed yesterday with everything that was going on as far as me trying to do this, do that. There's a lot of changes in Kindle, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm focusing on the right things. And it can get kind of scary and frustrating and overwhelming where you just don't end up doing anything. But I have been very good at not procrastinating and just getting things done. Another thing I started implementing starting today was set work hours. I mean, I know I'm going to be working from home starting August 1st, and I just need to have a set schedule. It's not necessarily a set schedule. So what I do on Sundays, if I just put, because I want to spend time with my husband, and he works sometimes at night. So it's like for today, even though I like to get my stuff done early, it's not really fair to him to be up, working, and then he has to go to work later on at night. So I try to get as much time as I can with him. So today I just could work from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Try to get at least 4 hours a day, 4 hours of focused work in a day, and just set that schedule. Don't I put my phone on do not disturb. If you have an iPhone, make sure, let me see if you can see this. If you do this, there's an icon right here. It's like a little half moon. Put your phone on do not disturb. It really helps. And the way that works is you basically put that on there, and when I take a nap and do things too, I put that on there. It's been amazing. Or when I'm doing just doing focused work. And what that does is you still get all your calls and texts, but the only thing that happens is your phone lights up. It's basically like silence. And the only way that your phone will ring on or vibrate is if a person calls you 2 times within 3 minutes. The same person calls you 3 times. 2 times in 3 minutes, because that obviously means it might be an emergency. Even though I've gotten calls 2 times in 3 minutes just from people, and it definitely wasn't an emergency, but you know what I mean. Just in case, if somebody's calling you back to back, it might be an emergency. So that's one thing. I know this video is going on long, but I just want to just share some value and tips with you, what I've been doing. So work around your kids' schedule if you have any kids. I don't have any kids yet. Not for like another 3 years. I'm 25. I'm waiting until I'm like 28. So me and my husband can travel and enjoy our time first before we start having kids. But I do want kids. So like, for example, tomorrow's date night. So when I get off work, I work 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So when I get off work, we're just going to go see the new Terminator movie. Let me know if you see it so we can talk about it. But we're going to go see the new Terminator. I think it's called Genesis. I think it's Terminator 5. So we get off at 11. I'm just going to spend the whole day with him. You can't get those precious memories back with your family. So I understand that you had to sacrifice, but you just got to work with their schedule. So the great thing about passive income, though, is I can basically, usually on days like that when I'm not going to do anything, I do my daily to do. That's another thing I do daily, is I check my YouTube channel to, comment and say, oh, thanks for subscribing and things like that. Try to respond to any emails for that day. I need to get better at that. And another thing I'm going to be doing now is checking my Google Forms, see if I got any forms for the advanced review copy for the street teams for my books. So I'll be doing that daily. So what I'll do is when we get home from date night, I'll just sit down for about 30 minutes and do my 5-minute journal for the night, and I will do something that morning. Like, I have been making sacrifices. There's times I get up at 4 a.m. because I start work at 6. I'll get up at 4 a.m. so I have some time to do some things for my business. So I am going to do something that day in the morning because I have a book going on free promo. So I'm going to be doing, just sending an email to my list, letting them know it's on free promo and just doing things like that. Sometimes you do have to wake up earlier so you can have those precious moments later on in the day. So that's what basically I'm kind of blabbering on, but yeah, so just have your set schedule and work around if it's nice if your spouse or your kids have a set schedule so you can kind of plan your schedule. Okay, I'm going to be working from 1 to 4 or 4 to whatever, so you can try to like get done. He understands that I'm going to be working and okay, I'm off at 4. Just explain that to the people around you, like, don't bother me. I don't have a home office at this place. I do have a desk over there, but I hardly ever use it. I'm always like sitting on the couch and just doing it like this. But yeah, you got to just explain to the people around you that you're busy and you need to work on your business so you can, pay the bills. At the end of the day, and set yourself up so you don't have to. You could take off a day of work and stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be really doing that much tomorrow, but I'm going to wake up early so I can do some things and then do some things after date night just for a little bit and have that. And then for the rest of the week, I got to do that at least 4 hours a day, 3 minimum. It's nice to take a day off a week. I guess date night will be my day off. Usually I would like Sundays, but I got to just work with his schedule. So, yeah, that's basically it for the tips for today. So that's what I'm focusing on as far as my Kindle publishing business. Oh, yeah, and the other thing I'm focusing on for July 2015 is working on autoresponders and email marketing. Like, I'm trying to do 8 autoresponders for each of my list. I'm in like 6 niches right now as far as things, and that includes like niches for my books and niches for just general websites I have, and I'm not getting into any more because that can get overwhelming. I feel like if I focused on one thing, I would be just so much further ahead, but it's just it's fun to have different books and different niches. So I'm just trying to set up those autoresponders for the and just focus my time on that. Focus on getting my VA tutorials out, setting up an actual system where I, get the book from the writer, my VA takes it and does the rest, and just go from there. Just get her to do way more and me to do way less so I can focus on, promoting my courses that I want to be having, building up that income stream, working on my new membership site, and just working on email marketing, doing split tests. I did a second landing page too for my list, and just doing stuff like that, stuff that actually, pays you in returns, getting people on your list and things that are long term and that really matter as far as moving your business forward. So it doesn't matter how many people you have on your list if you don't have anything to offer them. So that's what I'm saying. You got to work on your product creation, things that are moving your business forward, and go from there. But that's pretty much it for July 2015. And also, I would like y'all to just leave me some questions on what you have, anything you want to learn about, and any questions you have for me so I can have more ideas for videos. But thank you for watching, and make sure to pick up my CreateSpace course if you already have a Kindle publishing business. If you don't have one yet, you can get a course that walks you step by step on how to create and market your first Kindle book by clicking the link below. And I will see you in the next video. Enjoy your week and make sure it's productive. Make sure to schedule out your time and just have your time blocks and put on your do not disturb and just work until that. And then when it's that time, just say, hey, that's my time. And whatever, you want to do for the rest of that time, that's what you do. You only have so many hours or minutes in a day, so you just want to do things you enjoy. I don't care if it's watching TV or going for a walk, going to see family. And that's another thing, you get kind of bored when you're at home, but that's another video for another day. It's like the cabin fever you can get by being home by yourself and just having you and your laptop there. If you have that problem, if you have kids, you probably won't have that problem. So I'm sure they keep you very entertained. So all right, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great week.